check, Mr. Direct Hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Giants kicker ready to go, and here we go from MetLife Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Jump. Deep grip.
First carry for James Conner, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
X3. 218, chop, shoot.
Rudolph looking to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. 3rd down here. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. That's complete to his running back, Conner. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, Charlie.
Going for it, it's Rudolph. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Kill. 80 weapon. Go, faster. Hey, shoot.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
At the 23-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 23-yard run. run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So that'll back him up 5. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Giants 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Gallman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
Yes, sir.
And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Ready?
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go, let's go!
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
I'm ready.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go! 15 line. 15 line. Snap.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
From the 36, Rudolph. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 64 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Giants nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. First target, first catch, and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge differences we know between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Bud Dupree coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now it's Connor, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
25, check 25. Shoot.
From the end zone, Rudolph to the right side, incomplete to Washington. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
At the Steelers' 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the kick by Rosas is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Come on, set. 8, read. Greystone, travel.
You can't block me.
A first down carry for Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
60 or. Any weapon. Let's go. Let's fight.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Back to throw. Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. First possession.